Thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoy this show, please follow us wherever you're listening. If you want to support the show more, please check out the links in the episode description below. Enjoy the show.
I couldn't think. I couldn't talk right.
A big thing people say now is Plur is dead, and, a little bit it was not dead that night.
Our consciousness is rising, and the world is changing, and there's big things coming. So it's building, and then it just collapses all in on each other. I'm a baddest. Be the baddest. Be the yo. Gas, make it bad. Foot on the gas. Put your foot on the gas. Make it last. Make it put your foot on the gas. Make it.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. So, what are we talking about today?
Well, we survived. We survived the apocalypse.
Oh my god.
Well, you almost didn't. Those zombies almost got your ass.
I know.
A couple times. They had those, like, it's like Hollywood. It's like Hollywood makeup on those performers, and they were just full-on zombies.
I know. There was one that straight up scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, we'd be walking through that central area where they have all the pyrotechnics going off, and then you're just like out of your peripheral. It's just like,
Quit doing that. You can go do that somewhere else.
Are you gonna behave, dog?
You gotta behave if you're gonna sit here. So, you didn't answer my question though. What are we talking about today?
The apocalypse.
Okay, we're talking about Apocalypse 2025
Music Festival at the Queen Mary.
The apocalypse could mean a lot of things. The apocalypse could mean like the end of the world.
It's open to interpretation. I want them to think that, we're that badass. It was an alternate dimension. We survived apocalypse.
I mean, it did feel like it at points. There's some heavy energy there.
Yep, it's a Insomniac festival put on by Insomniac.
Yep. What is this? Is this the second or the third year?
Oh, it's probably like I don't know. I don't know because I went 2 years ago. I don't know if it happened before that. So we'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably like 2 years. It's 2 or 3 years. It's really new.
Okay.
Like really new.
And it's interesting because they do Escape on Halloween, and then they do Apocalypse right after Thanksgiving. Well, now they're moving it to July.
No, they're moving it to the beginning of June.
Okay. And is it going to be, did they say it's at the Queen Mary still?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be in the Queen Mary still. I'm assuming that everything is probably going to still be the same. But it's got to be something with sales, maybe they don't have because, Insomniac just likes to sell their festivals like crazy. It's all money. So maybe they're not making like what they want with it because it's cold. Because when we went, if you look at Insomniac festivals or shows, they're so packed.
Yeah.
Every single time. That's like one of my least favorite things with Insomniac is how packed they are.
Yeah.
And when we went there, I mean, we had VIP, but, there's Dexter. He's downstairs. But with having VIP, like, even when we went over to the GA, there was still room to be able to, like, you could flow, like, you could go into the crowd, walk around, and then when we went up onto the boat, then you look down, there was still so much room.
Yeah.
And even on the days when it was a little bit more packed, there's still room to walk around. And that's such, like, an unheard of thing for me with Insomniac. So maybe they're moving it to June. It's warmer. And so, I feel like a lot of people who go to Insomniac shows, they don't like the cold.
No.
They want to, like, it's the typical mainstream where the super, cute revealing outfits, and you could not, like, I would have froze my ass off doing that. But
Yeah, I mean, we saw those chicks laying under an emergency blanket on the
Yeah.
asphalt.
Yeah, so we go up to the main it was one
The
of the main
zombie head
stages.
stage. What do they call it?
Well, the other one was like Zombieland something. I don't remember what this one was called, but it's right next to the
Do
boat.
you want to pull it up on your app?
Um,
But yeah, I mean, the stage was pretty incredible, that one. It was right next to the Queen Mary. That was the largest stage, and just like a huge zombie head. And then the DJ was under that, and then hands, and then you got the Queen Mary to the left, so which looks like the Titanic. So it's kind of interesting to think about like what they're going for, having it right there. I don't know if it's just like a good venue to use, or
it's hard because it doesn't have it on here anymore,
they
but
took it off.
it's not on. Yeah, and I'd have to search for the picture. But so we walk up, and this was what, the first night.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that stage, the energy of that stage was so weird the entire, like, both nights.
Yeah.
And it just felt evil to me, and it felt dark. But, like, we walk up, and there's these people, like, you couldn't tell who was under it. You just saw legs sticking out. And I was like, what is it called?
An emergency blanket.
An emergency blanket.
Yeah, it's like Mylar.
Yeah, and they're just chilling underneath it.
Yeah, taking a nap.
Just
we sat down to relax.
And this was pretty early in the night.
Yeah.
Like, it was maybe halfway through from when it started. But still, they're just chilling. And who was it that was going on at the time?
That could have been good during Getter.
It might have been during Getter. It was weird over there.
We went over there, when we first went over there, some guy was playing. Oh, we really need to line up.
It was Viper something.
Yeah, and he was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he was actually really good.
So when we first
Let me see if I have a picture saved.
Because I worked that day, and then we had to go pick up our wristbands, and then we had to go park, and then we had to walk because I bought the prepaid parking for a garage that took forever to find parking in the garage, the craziest garage.
So Apocalypse Arena, sorry, that's the stage.
And then we had to walk like 25 minutes, and that was a whole thing because it was confusing if the shuttle was picking up at our parking garage. I don't think it was. And then there's just tons of pedicabs and drivers that are like, you're going to walk 45 minutes, like, well, you can pay me like $50 and we'll drive you. And I'm like, no way.
Well, it's funny because the people in front of us like laughed and they're like, this is clearly your first time. Because the one of them was like, oh, hey, I don't want to walk 45 minutes. Like, let's get a pedicab.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, dude, this is clearly your first time. It's not going to take 45 minutes to walk. And it was not that bad of a walk. No. I would not pay $20 a person to take a pedicab for that walk. That was crazy.
It's a cool walk. You're walking over the canal, and then you're walking along the water, and it's not that bad. You're just with a bunch of other festival goers, and it's interesting on the walk, like, people are trying to sell, like, mushroom, or they have, like, people posted up there trying to sell mushrooms, joints. There's, like, a guy with a whole table, and he's like, smoke shop, and you could buy
Viper Active.
Yeah, Viper Active.
That's who it was.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was nice to be able to see, because there's 4 stages. 3 stages. No, 4.
No, there was 5.
Well, they had the beatbox thing.
That's the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had the 2 main, then you had the beatbox, then you had where we seen Super Task, which looks like industrial yard, and then you had drum and bass.
Yeah.
But anyway, so those people, they're laying there, and it was like, what? We're almost to the end of that set. And they uncover, and there's like 3 women under there. Like, what were you doing? But it was funny because the next night, I had that interaction in the bathroom, and I thought for a moment that they were messing with me, and that there was no one in this bathroom, and then they were just fucking with me. And they had this thing that looks like a vape. You can put stuff in it and then breathe it in. And they were just like, oh, yeah, you want this? And they're just being super weird. Like, super, super weird. And I just got this really, like, off-putting. And I, like, go get up into the bathroom. And because VIP has these trailers, you can go in and then wash your hands after. And I'm like, is there anyone in the stalls? And they're just completely ignoring me. And they're just like, you want some more? You want some more to each other? And they're being really weird. But when I go to step to the bathroom, they're like stepping to block me. So I'm like thinking
What the
that,
fuck?
yeah, so I'm like thinking that I can't get into the bathroom. So I'm like, are you blocking the bathroom? Like, are you just so out of your mind that you're like, no, you can't go in there? So I'm like trying to get to the door to get to open a stall, and I'm like, crap, okay. I'm just gonna like stand here and wait, and like maybe they'll go away. And I'm like waiting, and it's like 10 minutes, I swear. And then someone comes out of one of the stalls, and I was like, oh, thank God. So I like go in, and as I'm like sitting in there, you can just, there's another person that comes in, and there's three of them in there, and they're all just standing there, sniffing whatever it is, just being super weird. But like what they were saying is just super weird. Their eyes are just like, oh man. And so I go and I wash my hands and I come out, and I was telling you about it, but the people that were underneath the blanket, I imagine that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were just like all under there, just like,
Was it?
oh, you
It
know.
was like a vape. It wasn't like poppers or something.
No, no, it was one of those the stash ones that it looks like a vape.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I just imagine
Yeah.
that the people underneath that blanket,
We're just.
that's what, and I just like laughed to myself because I'm just like, oh my God, like people
Yeah.
are so weird in SoCal.
Yeah.
It's like they're so weird.
Especially at Insomniac festivals, you see a different crowd for sure.
Oh yeah, like the doctor yesterday that said like, oh, you guys are different than people from SoCal.
He's
Like that's why. That's the
Yeah,
people. Maybe
yeah.
that's the people he was talking about.
Yeah, he just assumed we were from somewhere else, and I was like, what are we even doing differently?
So
But
yeah.
back to the cold, like, I wonder if that's why they're doing Countdown inside this year at a smaller venue, because Countdown used to be 2 nights, and it's huge
Yeah.
outside at the NOS event center. And
Last year it was at the NOS Center.
yeah, so I wonder if maybe they're selling less tickets because it's cold and
Well, and if you look too, the weather's been so different. And it's been cold and rainy. I mean, I know it was like rainy before, but
oh my gosh,
there
that
was
fog.
so much rain. Yeah, the fog's been
The first
crazy.
night driving back,
Yeah.
couldn't even see like 10 feet in front of us on the freeway. That was wild.
Yeah.
Um,
But the first night was, I always feel like when we do 2-day shows, the first night, depending on like where I am mentally, the first night is always so hard. Like I feel like I need to figure out some type of pregame ritual to do before we leave because I have so much just like anxiety and just yuck inside of me that has to work its way out, that it makes it to where when we get there, I'm so in my head that it's so hard to enjoy it. And then by the end of it, then I'm good. But it's like I got to get through that in order to be able to enjoy it.
yeah. I
But-
mean, my body was just pretty beat because I worked and I was just standing all day and it was so much walking. I mean, literally we walked almost like 40 miles
We walked a lot.
that in 2 days.
Yeah, we walked a lot. Well, we were trying to find somewhere that we liked what we were listening to on the first night. Because the first night was okay, but the second night had all the people that we really liked. I mean, we were at that one stage for a while because it was
Yeah.
just artist after artist. I mean, what was it? It was like we got
Prob
there.
Cause.
We got there. Mary Drop-ins.
Prob Cause was first.
Oh,
We saw
okay, yeah.
half of
I thought
Prob
he was
Cause,
after.
and then it went into Mary Drop-ins.
Yep, and
And
then
then Trip Street.
yep, and then was Boogie.
And then Ahi.
Was Boogie T that night? Or was that the
First
previous?
night.
That was first. Yeah. So then it was Ahi, and then we left
And
for
then-
Ravenscoon.
Yeah, we left when Ravenscoon started, and we checked out.
Who else? I'm trying to think of who else was. With Gorilla Tea was actually not bad.
First night was Gorilla Tea.
Oh, my bad. I thought he was the second night.
Yeah, but the first night we got in and we saw the second half of Maddie O'Neill, which was always great. Great seeing her just playing bigger and bigger venues and just
Yeah, I think that was.
getting out there. And then Yeah, walked over, saw Pit Viper. I think we
We
might have
saw Super Task, I
the
think,
second night.
the second night because we were walking. I didn't even realize he was playing.
Yeah, we were heading to Ganja.
Yeah.
Or no, did we leave Ganja?
No.
Because we were at Ganja.
No. We were heading over because the Ravenscoon was playing and we didn't want to watch
Oh, and we were
Ravenscoon.
gonna go see.
And we were going to go see who was playing on the other side, which was I don't remember. But it was someone else that we were just like, yeah, I mean, he sounds good.
Um, fuck. Was it the Asian guy who
Yeah.
was really good?
Yeah, and we ended up seeing the second half of it.
Eptic. Eptic.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that was so good.
He's like, this song's called Wall, like, because he just kept playing the beginning of the song Wall of Death, and it was just like, and he just kept playing that because they weren't separating, and he's like, it's called Wall of Death, not fucking Mosh Pit or something.
I know, but like it's so cool the way he did it, the Wall of Death, and he waited. Yeah. And it's like you could feel all of the anxiety and just that suspense that was like building up from waiting for everyone to separate. And then the way that he moved it from this, like, you could just, I mean, he in a way like alchemizes what you're producing in the crowd, this energy that you're producing, and he's using that. And so it's building, and then it just collapses all in on each other. And so you're able to like get all of this anxiety, this frustration, all of this out to where it led into this like more, I don't know how you would classify it. The song that was after was so, in a way, like melodic and tapped into different emotions. And you can't be able to access those emotions if you're stuck feeling all of this anger and anxiety. Yeah. So it's like, it's like genius like being able to get all of that out. He's like, I'm going to pull it out of you.
Yeah.
So that you can be able to experience this.
Yeah, and what we were talking about, because I had never seen Wooly, and he was the first night, and then I was like, I think I like this Eptic dude more than Wooly's set here at this stage. And
oh, it was so good.
And then I was saying, he looks kind of Japanese, like, and saying to you that Japanese people, they just, when they have a craft, they just are so deep in it and want to do it so well. And then comparing it to like Taki New Light, who I'm just assuming is Japanese, but they're just like these Japanese Asian DJs. They're just their sets are so good because everything's just flowing so well, and it's just really banger after banger.
Well, if you look at their culture, they're more in tune energetically with what goes on with our bodies than you're looking at like American culture. Yeah. You know, being in the Western civilizations compared to like the Eastern civilizations. So they're able to pull on that. And I mean, if you look at anywhere in today's world, everything that's coming out is energetic. Yeah. Everything is being tied energetically to stuff that is not within our physical space. So they're really able to tie into that and put that into their music. And obviously, like we've discussed it, to where when you're looking at music, there's a lot that's going into it. It's, you know, what are you tuning your music to? If you're tuning it to a certain frequency, how is that frequency of that music, or what is the vibration of that music? How is it influencing your body? While also looking at how are you, in a way, being programmed to react a certain way. And so I feel like they're further along in, like, because their culture is already learning that, they're already taught that from such a young age, that they're tying that into their music. And then it makes them just this, like, stellar artist, to where, I mean, his set was phenomenal. Yeah. And I used to, but I don't like heavy music anymore like that. I just don't like, the crowds are so intense and so rough. And there's so many, like, there's so much anger, and people just aren't nice. And so for, like, his set was so good, and I didn't get any of that. Like, no. And it was just, like, it was so much fun. Yeah. It's like, took me on a ride.
Yeah, and Super Task on the way over there was
Super Task is like sick. So good.
And it was funny because we realized we saw Trip Street and Supertask the same night at Red Rocks in May, and then they were played the same night.
Yeah, and we didn't even plan on seeing him. We were just walking and was like, "Whoa, that sounds really good. What is that?"
Yeah.
And then stopped because we're like, "No, let's listen to this. Like this is." And I love that he's so good that it was just like it pulled us out of our path of where we were going, and it was like maybe the universe had something in line that we weren't supposed to go over quite yet. And it was like, no, get over here, come listen to this, kind of bring it down a little bit to go out and get all
because we were both just like, we've seen Ravenscoon. When the year we met at Same Ravenscoon played, and I was like, oh, I like his music. He's a cool dude. I've listened to him on Talks with Taboo, and I just like could not get into his live music.
Yeah, I can't either. I haven't really liked his live sets, which is really hard because I do like his music, and like he posted something the other day talking about the culture that is within bass music. And he was talking about how when you're getting booked for a festival or a show, so basically what happens is you take I think he used Subtronics as an example. So you take Subtronics, and this festival wants to book Subtronics. Well, Subtronics is working through this group that books him. And in order to book Subtronics, you have to book these artists that are listed under him. So it's like a quid pro quo kind of thing.
Is that the?
I'm just using it as an example.
Okay.
Like this is the example that he used. Okay. So basically, what happens is you have these up and coming artists, and when you have these big guys like Insomniac, they're not going to book these up and coming, new, not heard of, like. I mean, you got artists out there that like you'll go to like independent festivals or shows, and they're so good.
Yeah.
But those people aren't going to get booked because they're not paired up with that artist. So what he's talking about is changing how it's done to where it's not going to be like to where there needs to be change to where it's what is it that I'm trying to think of? Like high school, like cliques.
It's like politics.
Yeah, it's like
politics.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like the politics of music.
Because it's Insomniac.
You're missing out on so many good artists because you want to make money, which obviously I get it. You started a business, you want to make money, but like as an artist, that's your goal. You want to be able to get there, but you can't because you're not in the in group.
Yeah, because then they end up, Insomniac has fucking Midnight Tyrannosaurus playing instead of like fucking
awful.
Instead of like Company or
I would have been in heaven if Company would have played.
Someone that's a little more like unknown, but it was surprising. Like I mean, Prob Cause plays with Grizz, but he said like that was his second DJ set. Like that's what I was wondering when I saw him on the lineup. I was like, when I seen Prob Cause, he had a band and he was rapping like his older music.
Yeah.
And so as we were walking in, I'm like, oh, is he gonna be DJing? And he freaking so like not a lot of people, unless you're a big Grizz fan, you're like, oh, Prob Cause is like so. But you had like Matty O'Neill, Prob Cause, and Trip Street. Those are all kind of like smaller, like unheard of or not as heard of in that community of like Insomniac.
Yeah, but if you look at it though, those artists all typically play around each other. Yeah. So it's going into the same thing that Ravenscoon is talking about, where you are maybe there was one artist that they wanted, that Insomniac wanted.
Ahi, because Ahi plays for them and he has a huge
and he has a huge huge social media presence, a huge following. Like I mean, that was his set. There was the best one, definitely. Festival's way to see him indoor.
Oh, when we've seen Ahi, yes.
Yeah, that was the best one that we've seen of him. But like maybe if it was Ahi, and in order to get Ahi, the company that he uses to book him was like, all right, you want Ahi, that means you're gonna book this artist, and this artist. That's our deal. You book him, you have to book them. Yeah. And so
which who knows?
I mean, I'm not complaining. Prob Cause was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with like who they booked, but I'm so surprised because those are people who are not typically at Insomniac shows.
Oh my gosh, and like Trip Street set, so good, so much. I felt like it was a lot different than when we saw him at Red Rocks.
Oh yeah,
He was
it was
doing
way
like
different.
he was playing like some glitchy like trip hop, like definitely Tipper influence detox unit like style. Obviously it's his own.
He's almost like G Jones a little. When I seen
Really?
G Jones with the yeah, so I seen G Jones in San Fran, and it was when he did his album.
I don't see G Jones playing like that.
He played
trippy
music.
stuff.
He played some like.
He's more like super test style.
No, when I seen him, he was like, it was, I forget what type of music it's called. It's where it's like the glitchy, just different types. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing music like that.
Okay.
And at the time, I was like, oh, I don't like this. This is this is awful.
Yeah, it's funny how much Mystic Mama over here. She's still so green to, not super green to the music scene, but you got into the EDM scene like way later in your life than I got into it when I was like 13.
Yeah, but you look at it as like your level of consciousness and where it rises.
Mm-hmm.
And where I was at that time, I couldn't listen to the stuff I listen to now because my brain would be like, this, get it away.
You
like I wasn't there.
Mainstream sound.
Basic.
Yeah, where now it's...
I'm not saying it's all basic, but basic.
But, like, look, like, you evolved. Like, you chose to not see Millennium the first night.
I know. I know. It's so hard because I love Millennium.
Who was it Nero?
Yeah, we went and seen Nero, which I'm really glad that we did. Because every time that I've had the opportunity to, it doesn't work out. And then, but this time... I do wish that we could have stayed longer, but we needed to get home. Yeah, we needed to get home. We were tired.
I had work at 9 a.m.
Yeah, so, but it was really good to be able to see him.
Yeah,
but to go back though.
Yeah, because I saw Nero headline Red Rocks when I was, I want to say 18 or something, so 11 years ago, and I'm pretty sure it was two guys, but this time it was one guy, and then I watched a YouTube set from I think Countdown last year. So good. Their I'm just gonna say their music is, it's like I don't know, they were just playing like what you called it, what, like deep trash house. Remember we were trying
I know we were trying to decide on what it was called.
Yeah,
it's that like it just like feels so dark and so dirty, and you're just like just mop me up.
Yeah, it's like, it's dancey, but it's like grimy and dirty.
Yeah, Dr. Fresh kind of sound, the vibe,
definitely.
Which that's deep house.
Yeah,
but it's slightly different than that.
Edge to it.
Yeah. We were saying it was trashy deep house. That's what we were calling it.
Yeah.
But
it reminds me of like when I got into EDM and my best friend brother Chris Grimes would show me European, like Euro tech house or whatever he called it.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of kind of that sound. I wonder where Nero's from. Maybe they're from Canada or Europe or I don't know.
You know who I'm kind of surprised that wasn't with the type of music that was on the second day, because it was a lot more like experimental, bassy, wubby, not like house music, obviously, because Apocalypse is more of a bass festival, not more of a house. And so, especially with seeing him so much on social media right now, it's taboo. I haven't seen him at any, I haven't seen him really at any festivals, but he's posting stuff all the time about stuff he's releasing.
Yeah.
And the type of music that they were having, and he's such a big, I feel like he's a pretty big artist. Yeah. I'm surprised that he wasn't there.
Yeah.
I would have died and gone to heaven if he was there. That would have been...
Oh my God.
That would have been so incredible. So incredible.
It was so nice that... Because Ahi and Taboo just made that new song, Space Boat.
And
I lost it when... I took a video, so I'll post it, but I lost it when that went on. And I just loved that night at that stage. Every single one of those artists, they played, every genre.
Yeah, no, they didn't stick to just their
experimental bass. It
Yeah.
was drum and bass. It was housey. It was dubstep.
techno,
Yeah.
trance.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of everything.
That's my favorite artist to see is like they can just seamlessly
Transition between the different genres.
Yeah, because
Like Mary Drop-Ins.
It keeps you very like tuned in, locked in, and you're not getting just like
you're not like, all right, I'm over
wandering. You're not wandering in your brain. Mary Drop-Ins, oh my god.
I mean, she started off with experimental bass at the beginning of her set, and then by the end of it, she was doing rhythm.
Yeah.
And that rhythm was so good. It was just like dirty.
Yeah.
Like Boogie T's rhythm.
Yeah.
It was so good. And it was just like, she posted a video on TikTok after that. It was like from the point of view from behind her, and it was during when she was playing the rhythm, and like I forget what she was saying, but she's like, I'm about to spiritually fuck you up.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. I love it.
I love her style, and because she played during the day at LIB, and I was probably just out of it. We dragged myself over to there because Jess just got there, and she was all on one, and then I think she ended up playing for like hours because what's her name? Was it Mary Drop? Someone else was supposed to play and they didn't show up, so she got to play like a fucking 3-hour set or something.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. I mean, I remember it being a long set, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, and I loved her visuals. Like she, filmed like her with like cool like face paint, and she's just being all like creepy, and then like just all these different faces, and that would be playing during her set.
Yeah.
To the music, that was super cool.
That's kind of how Alice in Wonderland was.
Oh, I
saw
that.
The visuals,
Yeah.
I noticed these like really powerful female artists.
100 Drums does
a lot. Yeah, a lot of their visuals are them.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
it's smart.
Alice in Wonderland, the beginning of hers was like, this is like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little scared right now.
No, I noticed that with 100 Drums, and like I think it's smart because it's like you go shoot for a day, do a bunch of different things, and then you have like during your set it can just be mixed in so many. The AV can mix it in.
Yeah.
The visual. Yeah,
video. It's
I think they're the AV. But
there's a person that I know in Reno. His name is AJ Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
I think is his name. I met him through a friend, Kitty. He does a lot of the visuals like that for like shows and different like random things in Reno. That's cool. And I think it's called I don't know why I want to say a videographer, but it's not a videographer. It's like visual design.
Yeah.
But they make it to the music.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
No, when I was younger and like getting into trying to like understand how people produce music, and I was kind of on this fence of like, oh, do I want to learn how to produce music or do I want to be a glass blower? Glass blowing made a lot more sense to like who
should have just done both.
I mean,
you're a manifestor generator, so you know that's your human design. You're meant to do multiple things in your life.
I know, and I've been really like curious about even on GarageBand just starting to like try to lay down some track and just mess around. So we'll see. We'll see what DJ Fuckum drops in the future. But what I was saying is, it was cool to learn because I was like, Bass Nectar was huge, and it's weird. I almost like sound old because I'm like talking about Bass Nectar, who's like not a thing anymore. But
he is a thing in private.
Yeah, that's how it always was.
I mean, I see stuff pop up recently, like because he's doing shows and he's doing festivals, and I literally seen a thing that was posted, and it was like him and someone else that they posted it, and they were saying like, if you report us or like if we see that you share this and you like basically put them on blast, then we're gonna something. Yeah, like something. And I was like, this is so stupid. Rape you. It's so stupid. So then people are like going through and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that he's like doing this, like that he's doing another festival.
Yeah, they're doing festivals at Epstein Island probably.
and it's happening, but it's so hush hush because of obviously everything, with it, that like, oh, we can't put it on social media, so like we're gonna share it secretly.
Yeah.
It's still happening. He's still doing shows.
Because what I learned when I was young is that on Ableton, you can do your visuals on there. So they would be lined up with your sounds too. So you didn't have to like when you're playing your music, the visuals were playing too to those sounds. So you could like go in and engineer how you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But very cool. Yeah, the first night, did Barely Alive play the first night?
Yeah, and we ended up leaving Barely Alive, but we came back and we saw the last part, I thought.
No, it was because he was after Ravenscoon, so we came back to that stage and Barely Alive was playing.
Oh, no, I thought Ravenscoon was the second day. Either way, though, we came back.
Yeah.
Either way, though, we came back. Yeah, we left.
Okay.
We came back and Barely Alive was playing because I was like, oh, I don't really want to see Barely Alive because I've seen him before and it's like, it's very mid to me. But when we seen him, there was moments when it was pretty good.
I was like, wow, I've never really listened to Barely Alive, and like the whole head helmet wearing thing is like a weird gimmick, but I was pretty impressed by how he was playing.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he's pretty good.
I mean, artists also change a lot, and music changes. And the last time that I seen him was 2022. And that's when the last time I was listening to him.
Yeah, I was pleased with his set.
It's changed.
But yeah, that was definitely, we really enjoyed that stage. Did you, what was the name of that one?
Oh, well, so it was Apocalypse Arena, and then the other one was Zombieland Citadel.
Yeah. That's where we were a lot. And
yeah.
The second night we found out that because we just walked to get water, and then there's like trees right in the back middle and people flowing, and we would just go sit there for a bit and chill, and really liked it because they had speakers all the way back there.
Yeah.
To go farther back.
The sound was really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. There was that guy doing the what do you call them? The flow toys. They're like they look like they hook like and they hook. It's like an obyong or something like that.
Yeah.
I know I'm butchering it, but it was so cool. He was so good.
Yeah, he had a Grizz jersey, sweet like basketball Grizz jersey, and he was like definitely like you can tell when it's like people who are similar to us that are more kind of Wookiee and go to more different festivals than Insomniac, and then you see these young Insomniac kids like just like whoa,
oh my gosh,
whoa,
yeah, it was so funny.
Like,
there's just like this mob of people sitting there just like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Which I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
It was great, like walking out of VIP, walking into that area and just seeing like these young kids like all excited walking up to artists that I'm like, they probably never heard of Trip Street, and they're just like a song's going off and they're just like, what, like running up like what. And I
mean, the energy of the second day was good too. It was just like upbeat and just like it felt good.
Yeah, I liked the second night a lot. And then there's some other cool flow toys back there. We saw like they're like staffs. It's like a mix of a baton and a staff.
Are you talking about the one with the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was cool. It was that one I would like to get for myself.
Because that guy he had a big one, and then he had it with a string, like a levy wand. So it was like a mix of a levy wand.
That was more like, I mean, was it like a staff or more like a saber?
Well, you can flow with it like a staff and a saber. So it's just, I don't know.
I just felt like I felt like I was a kid in a candy store, or like I'm at a mall and I'm window shopping.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here like looking at all the flow toys that they have. And I'm like, all right, so yes, no. Like, okay, I want that one. Like, just getting a good idea of, flow toys and what I want to buy next.
What is the brand of the lightsabers you just got?
They're Sabers Pro.
Yeah, and she got a deal. There was a deal
for their Black Friday sale. It was like a 50%. So I only pay well no. It was a 50% coupon but if you spent $250 or more, then you got a free saber too.
Oh, sick.
So I wanted the nice lights, so I did the double-sided dueling. It was like some type. The hilt's really cool, and the hilt's like metal,
Yeah.
so it's weighted. And then you can do the basic light, which the light is hollow and it shines up, or you could do the more expensive light. So the cheaper one,
in it all the way, like an LED is in it.
it's like it looks like fibers almost, because when the one that I got, and it was broken when I got it, if you look at it, it almost looks like a fiber, like a really really thick fiber going all the way down.
Gotcha.
And then it's got a sensor in the bottom and a sensor on the blade, and they connect, and then it activates it. But it increased the price of it like $200-300.
Wow.
So
and it was nice. Like one blade was kind of busted on the tip. Don't know what happened, if it was in shipping or
it just showed up like
yeah, they didn't even ask for. She contacted them and they just sent her another blade. Didn't even request it to be sent back. So now we can practice with the crappy one, which is nice. I mean, in that one, we kind of it'll kind of disconnect from the sensor a little bit, but it's...
I mean, still though, like, if I want to be able to take it, say I want to take it to a festival and I want to flow, and I don't want to have to worry about the end coming out and it turning off, because that's what happens, because it's not able to screw in all the way because it's broken. I can take that one blade out and put the other blade in, if I want, but it is nice that one that's busted, it works fine. I can use that while I'm learning.
Yeah.
Because I beat the shit out of those things when I'm playing with them.
Yeah.
Like I've hit the ledge of the flower bed, and it's flown out of my hand.
Yeah. And you can hit them, they're pretty strong. Like we can fight with them pretty.
They're made for dueling.
Yeah.
Like on their guarantee, it guarantees that you can duel and heavy hit without it breaking, and if it does, it's covered by the warranty.
Yeah, those nice light ones you got are definitely, I feel like, nicer than the ones I've seen at Disneyland that are freaking crazy expensive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a nice brand, but in terms of I would really like to get one of the guy that we saw. I did like the one that she had that looked like a baton with the big ball at the end, but the other guy that it was kind of like a saber. It had a levy wand too, and it was longer. I like how those are
lightweight.
Yeah. It'd be cool to get a dragon staff, contact staff like that, because it's light
out of that plastic.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, because the fans are heavy and the sabers are weighted, and so it makes me think if I had a flow toy that's super light, how much of a difference that's gonna make.
I like it needs to have the right amount of weight though, because it's I'm flowing with the weight that's going through the air, with gravity, so you're almost using that. But yeah, I definitely those sabers are holding the nice light compared to the not as nice one. The weight is totally noticeable.
Yeah.
But some cool flow toys. I mean, it was definitely packed walking around.
Yeah, because you had the option of, so to get to the D&B stage, you had to walk through a tunnel, or the bridge that goes over, and the steps to come down it. I'm if I was messed up, I'd be eating shit down that thing.
That metal.
Yeah, and also just the line to get over it, and then you're going up the stairs and going down the stairs, and then just the vibration of everything inside that metal tube, and you're just the whole time you're going through. It
sounded wild.
No. So it did make to where a lot of people were just going opposite directions of that. And then to get from the zombie citadel to the other main stage, you just had to walk past those other stages where we saw Super Task. And the second night, it was crazy. We were walking through, and I think it was in front of the beatbox stage where those cops were,
Mm-hmm.
and you had the like the flames going around, and in the middle there's these three officers,
Mm-hmm.
and like we're talking, and a lot of the time like we're walking through the crowd and you're kind of like feeling the flow of the crowd to know which way to go. And when we walk past them, it was such a heavy dark, like if I could describe it, was like black.
Wow.
Like it was like everything around me, there was just this like black fog that just like weighted everything down. I couldn't think. I couldn't talk right. It was just, and if you looked around, because I always love like how does the energy around us influence other people,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone is so disoriented that like you have all of they're just like here, and you have all of these people that are walking in, and they're just it's like I'm trying to there's like some animal that it's just like they're just like going every which direction because they're so confused because of the disruption on their energetic field in
Like
that
ants
spot.
or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you go from ants where they're organized to just chaos.
Yeah.
And I remember like I told you like hold on, and I just had to like start like doing this because when you do your fingers, when you snap your fingers, it breaks up the energy. It breaks it up like completely, and I was just like all around me because it was just it felt so dense and so thick that it's like that has to be sticking to people. Like there's so much hate right there and so much anger that it's so debilitating. You can't even talk. And then as soon as like doing that, and I was like, okay, I feel better. But it probably looked like a crazy person a little bit. I'm like standing there just like, all right, guys. Nope. I'm not yet. I got to get this off of me. Like, get it off of me.
Hey, do your thing, you know?
But it's just, there's so many people who are going to these festivals, especially Insomniac festivals, that are so unaware. So unaware of how your energetic field is interacting with other energetic fields and how many dark influences there are that are preying on you during that time because you're drunk, you're high, you're just not aware. Maybe your consciousness is not to that level to where you know those things are going on, and you can see it in the way that people are acting.
Yeah.
And like when the second night, like we had that, we walk through that, and then I had to stop and take a second. We get over to the big stage, the Apocalypse Arena, and it was so. There was a point we went over there that was so heavy feeling too. It felt that like impending doom.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the best way that I could put it. Impending doom was coming.
Yeah.
And it was just something about over in that area.
Yeah.
That was, that it was presenting that.
And it was crazy the energy shift of the arena compared to the
Zombie Citadel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
night and day difference.
Vibey, like everyone was just like, I don't know. And then you go over to the other side and it was like, we're fighting these zombies.
Yeah. It was funny though oh no, we were at the Zombie Citadel and it was one of the sets and the zombies were like up in the corner, and you just see the zombies just just getting it.
I was like locked in by that. I was just like, what? Like, this is so funny because they're just like, because they're acting so much, and he's just like, yeah. It's like the zombies getting into the wubs, dude.
I mean, the makeup on them zombies was so good that, well, like earlier, that one scared the crap out of me. We're walking along in the crowd, and he came out of nowhere, like nowhere, and made eye contact with me. And I swear I just was like, oh God, this is when I die right here. Like, that zombie is going to come after me. And he just maintained eye contact as he like walked past.
Yeah.
And he knew too. He saw me flinch and knew that I was just like, oh God.
He's doing his job right. That's one thing I do like about, since I've lived down here and gone to Insomniac, like a countdown. They do like a bunch of aliens and like people that are like, you know, in the suits trying to contain the aliens.
You sure they're not real aliens? Because after I just listened to the podcast that Daryl, the one who channels Bashar on, aliens are real.
Yeah, maybe they're just like, oh, this is a great time. It's their New Year's celebration.
I can come out and no one will know.
They're just going to think I'm a performer in costume. And
you never know.
I think you're very onto something. And in that countdown, too, they'd have like a like spaceship art car driving around, a UFO. That thing's
That's cool.
It was funny. Like, what, Apocalypse, they had like the zombie biker gang or whatever.
Yeah.
And, but, yeah, I'm trying to think of what... Oh, yeah, it was really funny, like, because the first year I went, my friend told me, like, oh, with VIP, you can go up to, like, the viewing deck over by the Queen Mary, so we were like, okay, like, the first night, you know, just...
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, so we go up and walk through to, like, the back area, walk up, and then we walk up to this lady at the podium by the elevator, and we're like, where's the... VIP view, or where's the viewing area? And she's like, second floor. So we get in the elevator, which I don't even think we were supposed to go in the elevator.
No, I think that that whole first time of going up there, we were not where we were supposed to be. Like, not only when we were walking in, but right before there was like a security checkpoint, and that guy was confused too. Like, you could tell he was just like, I don't know what to do. Do I stop him? Do I not stop him? And he didn't stop us, so like we kept going. And then the lady was confused as to why we were asking. Like, yeah, it's the second floor.
Yeah.
And, like, I just think the whole time that we were not supposed... I feel like we were not supposed to be there. But the universe gave us an opportunity.
Just on this flow.
The universe gave us this opportunity to be able to experience something that we wouldn't be able to experience otherwise. And so...
If the timing was different.
Yeah, exactly. And so it allowed us to be able to go up there.
Yeah, we get out of the elevator, walk across, and then you have like a gate, and there's a guy there, and we show him the wristbands, and he just opens it up for us, and we go up. And
I was like, yeah, this is so cool.
Super nice. Like, they have like couches, and you just have a great view. Like, the Queen Mary's right behind you because it's like the dock to get on.
And you're probably like, what, 100 feet up in the air?
No, like 50 maybe, like at that level.
Yeah.
But it was like 2 stories. And we're just like, so I take some videos, and we just are hanging out for a bit, and I just wanted to walk around. They had like a masseuse up there.
Yeah.
For those people, they have a bar.
I bet you that was, being that we weren't supposed to be up there, and that was for like a higher level tier, I wonder if that stuff was free.
Yeah, I was like, do you have to pay for this? But yeah, I was like, who knows? Maybe we could have just gotten a free massage. But we left shortly after, and it seemed like the guy at the gate was kind of like glad we came back.
Oh, yeah.
Because later, was it the next day?
Yeah.
Or later that night? I think it was later that night. Yeah, later that night.
It was later that night.
We went back over there.
Because we wanted to get a good video of, Wooly, yeah.
And we go over, and then once we got into like the lobby of the elevators, then now they had a sign that said elevators for ADA only, and then it was like, take the stairs up. And we get back up to the same guy who let us in before, and then he's like showing you like, I'm like, we show him the wristbands. He's like, no, and I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? You let us in earlier. Like, we can go in there. And he's like trying to show us a picture of like all the wristbands.
Oh, I didn't know what he was doing. I was just like, no, I have a wristband, because he's like looking at it, and he's like, no, that's not it. I was like, but you let us in. This is the same wristband.
Yeah.
And like there was 2 women that were coming out, and they were just like laughing. And so like they must have just been like, oh yeah, they don't know that they got the wrong wristbands. Yeah. But I'm like, no, like, dude, the wristband, it's the same. And he didn't speak English that well. Yeah. So you're like, no. That's like the same wristband.
He's showing us the phone, and we're just like, what are you trying to tell us? And he's like, level 4. And then...
But you had to take the stairs to get to level 4.
Like, I'm not going up there.
Nope.
But I could see it. I was like, there's a level 4? But yeah, from the crowd, I could see...
The stairwell.
It was like the top. Yeah, well, no, you take the stairwell, and then there's a little, like, patio. Where people
so you come out of the elevator, and there's the top of the stairwell. and that goes into the hotel.
No, it goes higher. The fourth level is just a tower. It was
I
just
know,
a
but if you
tower.
look, there's a walkway. It goes into the hotel. It's
Okay.
another entry point into the hotel.
I almost wanted to go into the ship while we were up there. I was like, dude, I kind of
I
want to
didn't
go
know
on
if we could. If we could go into the ship. It would have been
beg.
cool, but like it smelled good. It's whatever food they
You
had
don't
in there.
ask for permission. You beg for forgiveness.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, I could see like which was kind of cool. Like you have the normal VIP at the stage, but then you could have gone up for the arena stage, and you get this really high vantage point, which is kind of cool. But it's way nicer at the lounging deck.
Yeah.
So at least we got some video of that. That was chill. And then, you really enjoyed Wooly, right?
Oh, I love Wooly.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, I mean, I will say that once upon a time, I used to enjoy it a lot more. I feel like for me, maybe it's a little bit of nostalgia from like going to like first going to festivals and shows, and like Wooly was one of the first artists that I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Like his production and everything. He wasn't so much on Excision's coattails at the time.
Okay.
Now I feel like rides Excision's coattails a lot. And he has a heavy influence from Excision. And so I'm not saying that's bad, but it's just for me, I don't enjoy it as much as I used to because now I'm not so much part of that.
You've leveled up.
Yeah, I've leveled up in my music tastes.
Yeah.
Excision is good, don't get me wrong.
Excision was great.
I will not I don't like listening to his music outside of a set for the most part.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it for me. But his sets, he puts on such a good production, and the way he flows it, oh, incredible. The man knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But Wooly, I feel like he's just, it's like a mini Excision at one point, you know?
Yeah,
And
I feel that.
it's not
It's not as authentic as it should be.
if you wanna stay stagnant in your music journey, and you wanna just like not elevate yourself in what you're listening to, because obviously when you start to look at what am I listening to, same as what am I eating, what am I putting on my body.
Oh, we're getting deep.
Yeah, you're gonna want to like elevate yourself,
Yeah.
and you're not doing that with that music. You're staying stuck.
Yeah, things don't sound the same. They don't taste the same. They don't feel the same because you're raising your level, your frequency.
Yeah,
Vibrations.
What is that music's frequency?
Yeah.
So, and that too, maybe that's why. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's good. But for the frequency of what it's at, it's just not, I want more.
Yeah.
I want more sounds. I want more meaning to it. Like, I want more feeling. Like when we seen Probcause, like that was incredible.
Oh,
but there's so many different sounds in that music. It's not just like buh 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 buh,
Yeah. And it's great because like the majority of songs he came out with a ton of songs. He was on with other artists after Grizz took his hiatus, and so has a pretty good library of music. His
lyricism's good.
Yeah, and he was able to rap live over all his tracks, which was awesome. That he's DJing and rapping at the same time, and it's just like a mini Grizz set because it's so many like Grizz bangers that I love that it's just like, wow, this music, because I haven't seen Grizz in a couple years, and I'm like, wow, Grizz's music is just so different. It's like same but different. it's just like it is dubstep, but it just has such a unique sound to it that makes me feel so good. And it was great during Ahi. I could see Probcause on the side, and you went to the bathroom and came back, and I was like, Probcause is gonna play, or he's gonna come up and play their song together, and that was cool that worked out, that they were both there.
Well, what are they putting into their music, energetically wise? That's gonna influence us a lot too.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen Wooly, so I was like, I don't listen to Wooly. Is it Wooly? Like a woolly mammoth, right?
Yeah, woolly mammoth. That's why he's got the mammoth.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I love his side project is Stumpy. It's
Okay.
house music.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So
I'd
good.
be
His
down for
house
that.
music is actually like when he blends in his sets, his dubstep and house music together. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah. I liked he did Dr. Dre remix, which was good. He had a lot of good, remixes of old non EDM songs, which was cool, but it was how his set was, it was good. I mean, I was also really tired, but the flow of it, once I saw Eptic, I was just like,
Oh, that
it's
was a
like a
hard.
night
It
and
was hard to
day.
follow after
Yeah.
Eptic.
Yeah, it's like it's a night and day, like, of how they transition, of how they flow their music together live. And it's almost kind of like, do artists get to this point, like Wooly, where it's like, oh, I have this diehard cult following that I almost can, like, are they slacking off almost in those times, or are they just not as good of DJs as what I've seen? Because I've seen the best DJs in the world.
Well, look at like just in regular society when you start to do you go for a career that you enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
or like photography, and you really enjoy doing it. It's something you're really passionate about. But then as you start doing it more and more, and it becomes your life and your career, everything that you're doing, all of a sudden it changes from I'm really passionate about this, I really love this, but now it's just so exhausting and it's like it's just not it anymore.
Yeah.
So you know, maybe it's like a point where it's like that for him because
Maybe.
his music is just kind of like it was like this and then it's plateaued.
Yeah.
And maybe he's at that point where, like, I don't know, maybe artists, they take a break or something and they recharge and they come back and they're like, all right, I got that life in me again. I got that I got that spark back in there, so I can be able to put that back into my music because that's what I love doing.
Yeah.
So it's like and if you look at it, he does a lot of shows,
Yeah.
a lot of festivals, and so when as like learning more about like self-care, and we're looking at like energetically of how we're taking care of ourselves, if we're not taking a break and we're not resting and we're not recharging and we're just go 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 go, that's going to be depleting you.
Yeah.
And it's going to show.
It shows in your music.
And it's going to show in your music. What are you creating? If you are burnt out and tired, are you really able to create the way that you want to?
You should be. And like Pretty Lights, like his music now is just completely evolved from before he took a break. And
Yeah, but he did that. He took a break, he recharged, like that spark is back.
Yeah.
And you can feel it. I mean, when we went to Colorado for it, that was like life changing.
It was just
that was
swirling.
life changing. That was so incredible. Like, and it's obviously something that you can't even describe unless you go.
Yeah,
and you see it. Yeah, you have to experience it. But like now I get it. Like when it was completely life changing. There's no show that I've been to that's like Pretty Lights.
First Pretty Lights show she went to.
So
on
incredible.
Her birthday, her 35th birthday. Doesn't look a day over 25. Getter was really cool to see the first night. I've never seen Getter, and I've just always enjoyed his presence.
I'm not a fan. That was when it was feeling dark.
Yeah.
The energy of the space was dark. Was Getter. And I mean he's okay, but
I thought he was pretty good. And also I just think he's a funny dude, and I loved that we were talking about that music video where he's eating the burger and it makes him sick. You were talking about being on mushrooms one time.
Yeah, and it just totally tripped me up.
A minute later it came on. I was like, this song sounds familiar. Oh, it's that song. But it was cool to it was nice to go to a festival where there's a lot of different stages and you have to pick and choose, because we've been at, same, it's really a lot of just alternating and you're not missing a lot, where we might have been at a stage at Apocalypse for 30 minutes or something. So we got to see a lot of different music those 2 days, which was nice. And I got to see some artists I've never seen before, or artists I haven't seen in 10 years, like Excision. I mean, I saw Excision 2 years ago play there, a Detox set, and I thought that was really good. That dude Ray we met, that was a really crazy experience meeting that guy. First he came up and was chilling next to us in BIP with his crew, and then he gave us quite a few mustache stickers because I had a mustache.
Oh yeah, I took those stickers to Tahoe Live.
Oh, you did?
And we're walking out of the apartment, and I don't know what I told Fabio something. I was like, yeah, you just need a mustache. And I was like, wait, you have a mustache? I was like, I have a mustache too. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I got mustache stickers. And he's like, is that supposed to mean something? And I'm like, no, dude, I got mustache stickers. And I pulled out the mustache stickers, and I was like, see?
He's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's great that, those were given to me, but you just, like, took them.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Well, you needed one because I can grow one. And, yeah, this guy, we were talking to Ray and, just kind of getting to know each other. It's kind of surface level. And then I asked him about his work, and he told me, he's, ICU.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really heartfelt moment. He's an ICU nurse, and he was just sharing with you some really deep stuff.
I told him, like, I gave him a hug and was like, wow, we, like, really need people like that. Like, she's a CNA. Like, I really appreciate, like, people that do that stuff. And then I'm like, that's hard. And he was like, and then he kind of, like, opened up and became pretty vulnerable with us and was saying, like, how, the past week has been really tough because, like, he, had someone he actually knew, like, end up there. And I don't want to get too into it because that's his.
Yeah, it's his story.
It was really, like, because that night was flowing. Like, I was, like, marketing every person I was, like, naturally talking to. I'd be like, you like podcasts? Like, follow us on Instagram. Check out our podcasts. And yeah, that was very real. And then after that moment, Excision started, and it was just like, Excision was great, and I hadn't seen a real Excision set minus that Detox unit set. And he was saying, I was telling him about that, and he was like, yeah, it wasn't that good, the Detox set. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I thought it was, and then he compared it to a Detox set at a different festival or something. I was like, but I hadn't seen Excision since I was 20, I think, at First Bank Center in Colorado. So wow. I was really blown away by. I was really enjoying Excision's set. We left, I think, halfway through it because we were ready to leave.
There was like 15 minutes left.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to get going before the crowd. I feel like that night, which it's like a really big gift in itself, is that you were able to be like a trail angel for multiple people. Mm-hmm. You had the guy that came up when we were just chilling, the black guy.
Yeah.
Who just came up out of nowhere. And about your beard. And his which is kind of funny because your beard is not really red. But like he thought he saw red in your beard.
But it was like my whole presence.
Well, maybe, but like you were able to be that for him in that moment. And so like, and then, you're able to be that for Ray as well, and being able to like allow him to be vulnerable. And so you were able to create, and I feel like especially with men, it's really hard because you don't have that space that's given to you to be able to be vulnerable. And you were able to give that like that space so that they could be. And so there's like a lot of healing that was allowed within that for them. So I feel like that was like a really beautiful thing.
Thank you.
To be able to experience that, and for you to be able to experience that. I experienced it a lot myself.
Yeah.
But to see you being able to, it was really special.
Yeah.
Because it's something I feel like I'm noticing a lot is there's this toxic masculinity. Mm-hmm. And when you are in these crowds, especially, outside of like when we are at shows that are experimental based, I feel like when we're surrounded by a bunch of looks, it's all love.
Yeah.
You know, when we're around Wooks,
Maybe some
it's like,
jaded looks are there here and there.
but for the most part, when you're around Wooks, if someone needs to have a moment and you need to be able to have that space, you're able to be vulnerable. It's more acceptable. But when we go to festivals where you have the crowds that Insomniac brings, you have this toxic masculinity, and you it's not as comfortable for people. It's not as like, so being able to see that and having, I'm like seeing it more, I feel like, in those instances. I seen it at Tahoe Live too. So
Where what people are being more
being
understanding
where
and open.
men are giving, being able to, because you can't, it's 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 not like meant to be where the, I mean, obviously you do, but like, for men need to be able to support men, women need
Yeah.
to be able to support men, like we build each other up. And so, like, seeing these moments where someone who is in their masculine properly, that they're able to give space and allow another man to be vulnerable, to be able to have the healing that they need to have. Because outside of that moment, and a lot of the times you don't realize that you need that, until you do. And so it's just really beautiful to be able to see that happening more. And that's obviously like our consciousness is rising and the
Yeah.
world is changing and there's big things coming, that
Yeah.
like, maybe that's why we're seeing it more.
Well, a big thing people say now is Plur is dead, and a little bit it was not dead that night with people like
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, it
But
is. It is weird. Like, like, I've heard that Plur is dead, and which is crazy because for me that was like a big thing when I started going to shows,
was getting into
was
that.
getting into that, because I
Yeah.
was like, oh wow, like this is like a form of acceptance. Like, you can go here and you can be whoever you want to be, and you see it. I mean, you see men who in their daily lives are probably like, wouldn't be caught dead dressing or talking like they do at a
Yeah.
festival. And we saw that guy, he was with his girlfriend, and he was like, I mean, he was like looking like a dominatrix,
Yeah.
and she totally supported him in it. And whatever you want to do, it's your own thing. But for me, that was the biggest thing, is that I could see all of these different people that in their normal lives they couldn't do that, and it was this place of like freedom of expression, and Plur was part of that. Peace, love, unity, and respect, and obviously now it's, and that was with the candy,
Yeah, and
and the candy came with it, and now we're seeing that there's we make candy, we don't give it out.
yeah.
Like, I am looking and no one has candy anymore.
Yeah.
No one's
Or
doing
like
it.
I saw a kid gave me one at same, and it was literally like he bought it online.
Yeah,
He
they're
didn't
not
make
making it. There's, and so,
Crazy.
it's a part of the culture that's being phased out, because we're not having the emphasis of like, hey, like, let me teach you, like, let me teach you how harm reduction, like, let me teach you how to be respectful. Let me teach you how to be respectful to women. Like
Well,
this weekend, you know,
we can
I
talk
know, I
about
know,
that,
but I'm
but
just saying, like, this weekend, the
yeah.
things that I
Yeah.
experienced, it's like, who's not teaching you these things? And it's because we're not. We're
Yeah.
not having, there's so many, like, influencers are such a big deal now that it's like
Yeah.
influencers aren't using their voice to be
Yeah.
able to speak to these things. It's
Because
fading
we all want to
away.
party and have a good time, but we have to remember, be respectful of others. Kindness is free, and candy is just like a symbol of how you can
Yeah.
be kind
It's
to
like, I see
others.
you.
Yeah.
I see you.
So it was good. What about hot dog? Hot dog.
Oh my gosh, no, before we before we get into that,
Okay.
cuz yeah, I do want to say, oh, excuse me. So, I do want to say that when I went to Beyond, their food selection, dog shit. Absolute dog shit. I mean, this is a big thing with festivals. They don't give good choices of food. I need to nourish my body.
Mhm.
I need good, nutritious food. It was nice that at Apocalypse, we seen an acai bowl. It was
Yeah,
$18.
which
Not that bad. Tahoe, $21 for a hot chocolate. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
honestly, I
outrageous.
was on the fence of getting that acai bowl because I ate like one tiny meal that day, and I was like, that's not bad for like some actual nutrients.
It's not bad, but like I mean, it's a little better than what it was before, but like still, the options for food still dog shit. But at least they had the acai bowl this time.
A video popped up of this, I think he was a DJ or something, just going off about Insomniac and just like how ridiculous, like how much you gotta spend, and like the food is terrible, like they oversell their shows.
No harm reduction.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad this time. This is the first time I've seen no one go down.
Yeah.
And I have usually seen someone go down every time I go to an Insomniac show.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, well, on a different episode, because we're running out of time, you'll have to tell us about your watching someone die.
Yeah. That was an Insomniac
insane.
event.
Yeah, that is insane.
But, I mean, there's just it's a money grab. That's plain and simple, money grab.
But yeah, they had a few food trucks, like they had a ramen food truck, but
yeah.
Now we can talk about the food the first night, because we left at 11:30.
Yeah.
And
you got to paint the picture.
So we finally figured out how to leave the place because you didn't leave the way you came in.
Yeah.
And so we thought we were trapped in the apocalypse for a minute.
Yeah, because we were like, how do we get out of this?
But we start walking on the path back, and there is literally like, and everyone knows who's in SoCal, you come out of a show, you'll see a line of hot dog carts.
Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog.
That guy's video. My favorite song at the...
Someone needs to make a song like that, a dubstep song. Like, hot dog, da, da, da. Hot dog.
Do you want a hot dog?
Anyways.
But yeah, we're like the first people.
Literally, there's one guy in front of us.
And it's literally like 40 hot dog carts on each side of the sidewalk, and they're just like, hot dog, hot dog.
They
hot
waited.
dog.
They waited until we got maybe 5 feet in front of them, and then they started clanging their tongs, and they're all just like, hot dog, and you're trying not to make eye contact as you're walking by, because you're like,
it felt like a parade.
Yeah, and they're just cheering us on.
Yeah, and then you got the kid. He's like, "We got soda, we got water, we got." Kids are out. It's like midnight, and they're like,
"Yeah,
we're getting ready." It's like you have reached the age where you can come, and I call those the front lines, because it's like where they first come out. Because you get to the bridge walking back, and there's like two 10-year-olds with their own hot dog carts, and I'm like, okay, they're like, okay, Jose, Carlos, you guys aren't ready for the front lines yet.
You got to go back. Catch the stragglers.
In a few seasons, you'll get the stragglers, the ones that...
But it's crazy. We're like walking through, and you could feel the suspense from the people with the hot dogs. Like, they're just waiting. They're like, all right, we're going to get them. Which one of us is going to get it? And I'm thinking to myself, I told you, I was like, this is like the birds, where they're like, mine. Yeah. And like you're walking through, and I just kept thinking to myself, what if this person right here, because there literally was like 40 on each side, if this person gets the first hot dog, is it just everyone around them is like, oh, like
how do you make them all feel?
Like, it's just, I
wonder
can't.
what it would have looked like if Ice walked through there.
Stop. Stop. It wouldn't be hot dog. It'd be hot dog.
Nice little racism to wrap up the episode.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But
I still have not had one, and they always sound good, but then I'm also like...
I don't know. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not risking it for the biscuit. No.
And they're $10.
Yeah.
They're making... If you're selling a good amount, they're making bank.
Yeah. But anyways,
and those pedicabs are crazy. I was debating it the first night, but when we walked there and watching them literally flying on the actual road,
with traffic,
I am not doing
you see
that.
a pedicab go by, and then you see a big old bus right past them.
I'm not doing that. I will gladly walk. And yeah, it was a nice treat. We found out the week of we were going, and it was the day after Thanksgiving. So we enjoyed our had a nice Thanksgiving, and we were able to go blow off a lot of steam. And, yeah. Is there anything else?
No. So as we wrap it up, if you haven't followed us, go ahead and give us a follow, a like, a comment, anything.
You can support us. I'll put the link. You can support us through Buzzsprout. Donations are greatly appreciated. You can do that through there.
Even a simple little share.
Yeah.
Helps us.
Just, yeah, please give us a follow on Instagram. DM us what you think. We're posting on there. Content from shows we go to. We have stickers. We're going to be setting up Shopify, and we're going to be just putting a lot of energy into making merch for this. We have a episode with Tor Bjorn. That was our first guest on our podcast.
Hopefully release it tomorrow.
Yes. So it should be out on hopefully the 20th, as long as our Wi-Fi is running.
Yeah.
Go check that out. Really interesting guy. He was at Apocalypse working for doing sound engineering at the drum and bass stage, and he's a rapper, and he makes some really cool music. Really cool, really nice guy.
But yeah, that's it for today.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye.
I'm a baddest. Bad. Make it less bad. I'm a bad. Need a bad. Make it less bad. Bad. Put on the gas. Make it less. Gas.